I said sauce and my neck on Voss, bitch you see the drip. I said watch, hey little boy you watch, we don't hear that shit. Ayy, Glock better shoot like Bosch, and my AO bit. Ayy, stop, we don't talk to cops, tell them plead the fifth. Gang. Last call, whole time I've been blackballed, back off. Life been harder than the asphalt, mad loss. Synagogue to the cash ball, hustle from the start, growing weed in my backyard. Let the money talk, never needed any back talk. Punchline king, better hit or leave him ragdoll. Rag top drop like a rock about to blast off. Back off, crawling like I ate a bunch of bath salt. Feeling like I'm Tupac. On my lap, too high, spinning rock while I'm twisting up the moon rock. 2 blocks strapped like a white Betty.
MileHighMinute, #1 podcast in the universe. Shout out to CityRootsTV for bringing us through. Today we got 2 special guests, NaPalm, KoCityRimeS. NaPalm, originally out of Illinois, grew up pursuing an NFL career, played for the Broncos in 2014. Now pursuing an R&B career, his true passion. KoCityRimeS, originally out of Bosnia.
Shout out Bosnia.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. Easily the most talented lyricist in Denver. So yeah, let's get into it. No problem, man. Starting out, how'd you get into rap? Like, why do you love rap? Stuff like that, man.
Probably just like when I moved to America, that was like the first music I got into, and then just like that was probably just all I did all day because I didn't know like that much and like that many people around me, and I kept moving. Yeah. So eventually, I just like started trying to write my own raps.
Oh yeah,
so that's kind of how I got into it. And then I like put out a video that helped, like, eventually got a couple million views. So I was like, oh, shit.
So were you like always focused on like freestyling in specific, or?
Nah, I was just smoking weed with my friends, and we were just like, we would just like drive around, and like they were like, you should rap some of that shit, and I would like try to rap over songs, and eventually I did that freestyle in my buddy's car, and then I kind of just like, I should probably take it more serious.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that shit took off.
Yeah, that was hype.
Yeah.
Cool moment.
And for you, why do you love R&B? Why did you get into it?
I mean, I've always kind of grew up around music, so naturally I grew up in the church, so singing was always my thing, but I know I wasn't living like a church boy anymore. So I just had to, I wanted to make, just to be real, R&B just gives me a feeling that no other music can do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's just where I've been rooted, but you know, I really identify with the rock and beat, so I mesh them both together.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
So talk about both of you guys' upbringing a little bit, you know, with music, sports, all that.
I'll go first. I'll get you rock, paper, scissors. I want to say that.
Do you want to do this again?
Nah,
on camera, let's go.
Do this again.
Do it again.
I don't like to lose. You ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's go.
All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hey,
Man, that's too low, bro. Like, put some fucking respect on my
all right, I'll go first. Anyway. For me, I grew up, I was born in Elkhart, Indiana.
Yeah.
But I moved out here by way of Illinois. And for me, I grew up in the church, man. Like I said, 4 years old, I was playing the drums. By 9 years old, I was playing piano, directing choir, singing. So
you've always been in music.
So I've always been in music. I had like a strict. I had a strict. I had a strict like upbringing. My parents were both like, you know, Southern Baptist, hard-working, blue-collar people. My mom eventually became a teacher, but you know, my dad's name was Joe. They called him like Joe Jackson, so he was real hard on both the music and sports. If I wasn't at church, I was always practicing. If I wasn't practicing, I was always at church. So that was pretty much my upbringing the whole till I was 18.
Yeah. And for you, like you said, you're from Bosnia, right?
Yeah.
So were you born there?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that growing up? When did you come over here, stuff like that?
When I was like 2, there was a war in Bosnia, so my family kind of started escaping. My dad was drafted into the war, and my mother and myself and my brother, we like fled to Croatia, and like we basically stayed like in this lady's basement for like a year and a half. My mom was like not basic, she was like her slave while we like hid there. And she would like do shit around the house for her, and then we basically like left that situation and got papers like to try to get into Germany. I stayed there for like 6 years.
Jeez.
In like Hamburg, and then I moved out here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And when was that? When you moved
I moved
out
here in like 1999, 2000 something.
Damn. That's when I was born.
Yeah, 1998.
Are you serious?
98, but around the same time. So, when did you guys both decide to actually start taking music serious?
Bro, you didn't even get to see Tupac be alive.
No.
That's crazy.
I still listen to him.
I became a Tupac fan like 6 years after he died. and shit.
All right, my bad. What'd you say? My fault, bro.
You're good. When did you guys both start to decide to take music serious? Like serious as you got older and stuff? I know you were talking about your background and stuff.
I think the first instance was college. I had one of my teammates actually sign me up for a talent show, and I wasn't prepared. I had no song, but I didn't want to get up there and not do anything because the whole school knew me. But I sang Chris Brown. I was supposed to sing a gospel song, and the track messed up, so I couldn't sing it. So the only song I knew at the time, a cappella, was "Take You Down." So I sang "Take You Down" with no music, and then I just took my shirt off because I had the football body banging.
Yeah.
So I just took my shirt off, and everybody called me Chris Brown though for the next year.
Okay.
So I was like, I can't do that. I need to make my own music because I don't want to be known as somebody else. And that was like the first time I actually started trying to make music.
Definitely. What about you, KoCity?
Yeah, it was basically when I put that video out. I was like, my buddy came in from town. He was playing up in Trinidad, and he was like, "My homies don't think you can rap." Da da da. And he had one of those like little cameras. I forget what they're called now, but it was like the flip cameras, and you could like shoot little HD videos. And he was just like, I was rapping in his car, and he shot that one. And we put it up, and like a couple months later, I was like, let me just check on this thing. And it had like 400,000 views. I was like, fuck. I'm like, I gotta do this. Yeah, I was like, I have to do this more seriously. But I couldn't even get into the account. So like, I couldn't even like log into that YouTube channel.
Were you here when you made that?
Yeah, man. It was my big brother's too, and he forgot it. So I was like,
so y'all both was sitting there just with the poo-poo.
he didn't care. He was just like, sorry, you know, like. So I like made a different channel, and that started hitting a couple 100,000. I was like, oh shit.
So you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, I was like, this is getting real.
Well, while we're on that topic, I see that you really focus on those freestyles and covers. Do you make like music outside of that on like your own beats and stuff like that too, or is it mostly focused on the freestyles?
Yeah, I put out a couple songs recently that are mine. I'm doing that to just expand the fan base.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's like so many people that wouldn't hear my music if I just like put it out, and you might not even be able to like, if I put out a song called like, Denver, like, what are you really gonna search Denver for sometimes, But if Drake drops a hot record and you see my shit on the side, you might be fucking inclined to click on it. And if I fuck that up,
because in my high ass just sit there all day and be clicking shit.
Same, that's how I am. I'm just stay surfing YouTube.
Yeah.
That video's almost at 3 million views. Like, how did it feel to hit 1 million? Because that's a feat, though. Like,
it was crazy.
How many people hit it?
It was a cool feeling, man. Like, honestly though, like once it hit a certain amount of views and stuff, it started being like taken by other channels and like putting it up. Like, you know how many people I saw rap my lyrics over the ice cream paint job, and like it's their video, and it had like pretty good amount of views. I'm like, fuck, there's people really out here stealing my lame ass old lyrics. But I don't even really honestly, I love that video and it was dope, but like I would never want that to be the first thing somebody sees of me now.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely improved a lot.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want people to be like, that was the first impression they get of me. And I was really just like a weed rapper at the time.
Yeah. It just popped off.
So that's some typical weed shit.
So as we mentioned earlier, NaPalm played for the Broncos. You also played for a few other teams, right?
I played for a lot of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I got cut a lot.
I thought so. So when was like the moment you decided you wanted to pursue R&B? What was like that one moment where you were like, you know what, I gotta make this transition?
It was the super. My bad.
No, you're good because you're already on a big stage,
Yeah.
And the NFL, I mean, most people would love to do that as something, and for you just to be like, what, give that up for this. So.
Nah, to be honest with you, bro, music always came before sport with me, so that's where always like the first love was.
Okay.
I tell the story all the time. 6th grade, I wrote, I only want to play professional sports so nobody can tell me no. And that's what I wanted to do. Y'all can look it up. 6th grade teacher got it. Miss Schwartzlander, if y'all need to find her in Elkhart, Indiana. She's got it framed, but that's literally what I wanted to do. But the moment I knew that I needed to walk away, I ain't gonna get chucked up and shit. It's getting a little weird when I tell the story, but the feeling I got, bro, was watching Bruno Mars at the Super Bowl. I remember the snap going over Peyton's head, ain't really rattled me, I was cool. People scoring touchdowns, people getting knocked out the game, I ain't really give a damn. I was like more excited about seeing the Red Hot Chili Peppers standing on the side of the stage, like shaking their arms, getting ready to go up on stage. And then the moment that really told me I wanted to do something different was watching Bruno, who had all kind of allegations at the time going on, some things happening with him, stand out there in the middle of a stadium full of people and go, "You're amazing just the way you are," right? And everybody sang it back. And then to me, while we were losing, it was a lot of FUs and you ain't this and Palmer, who are you, and blah, 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 you shouldn't even be playing. And it was like, man, this man stood out there by himself and without a helmet, and everybody loved him. And he had impact because everybody's saying you're amazing just the way you are, and that's the feeling. I want that kind of impact, so that's what I've been chasing.
That's dope. And
My bad, that was a long ass story. That was my mom.
That's dope.
So, shout out to Bruno, you're amazing, bro.
And I gotta ask, man, how is playing with Peyton? You know, I know he has a crazy work ethic. So
Peyton, the
what
reason
you
why
learn from him?
Peyton, the reason I take anxiety medication. Smoke a lot of weed.
That's a good.
Peyton was intense, man. But one good thing I learned from him is how to be a leader.
Yep.
And then studying. Yep. That dude would know which hand the DB wiped his butt with if he could, bro.
Sure.
Like, and the thing is, another thing he taught me too was, in just watching, he never really spoke that much. He spoke more than people would think, but he didn't speak that much during the week. But every Thursday there was no coaches in the room. Mm-hmm. He ran our meetings, but accountability and thinking ahead. As like young people, he always taught us to be accountable. You would see people 22 years old to people damn near 35. You know what I'm saying? In there being like, yo, that's my bad. I got to get a better stepper. I got to do this with no coaches in the room. That's why we won. Yeah. So like having my team, having Rare Form, having my people around, that's what we work on. Is just accountability for yourself. Own up for your shit, you know, and be a man. And then thinking ahead. Music game, I treat it kind of like football. You got to study. It's okay to study your opponents. Ain't nothing, you know, personal, but you know, this is a business, this is a game, and it's a competition at the end of the day. So now I treat it as such. Thinking ahead, you got to be ahead of the curve. Peyton always thought about what you might think you're gonna stop from me. Yeah. But I'm gonna be 2 steps ahead and just have something totally different off the wall for that. And that's kind of where we get with the music now. So that's what I learned. Oh yeah. Shout out to Peyton to go.
That's dope how you relate those and use it to your advantage.
You got you, man. I'm kind of crazy, so.
Nah, smart.
Smart, man.
All right, transitioning back into the music.
Yeah.
What do you guys both think that Colorado, Denver needs in order for the music industry to really, you know, do well out here? Because everyone.
You want to go first?
Oh shit!
I got you started.
Colorado, please stop all this ego shit. Ain't none of us shit. None of us are shit in the grand scheme of things right now. So let's come together and show people why Colorado is the fucking shit. All this ego, all this no bullshit, like stop all that fuck shit, man. Ain't nobody out here that fucking dope to be just saying that
no,
they
KoCity really that dope.
You dope. You dope. But let's come together, man. I want to see more people work together. More people help each other, man. More people share some information. And let's go out here. It's really us versus the fucking world. Like, it's really us versus the fucking world. Everybody else already got their shit on lock. We need to take more pride in Denver. I'm not from here. I love Denver. I need to have on more Denver hats. If y'all got some scarves and shit, please let me know. I'm not gonna wear the Broncos. They don't pay me no more. But I fuck with everybody else. So that's my 2 cents. I love y'all. Stop hating on each other. Let's like make music. My bad.
No. I will say though, like I feel like in the city lately, in the last like maybe a year or two, we've been seeing like people really have been like fucking with each other a lot. Like I've been seeing people collaborating like left and right. And it's dope to see because it was like a point where I felt like nobody was trying to work together, and now it's just like everybody's just like mutually just homies with each other and shit.
Yeah.
And I feel
it seemed like that.
Yeah, it seemed like that.
It seemed like that. But
yeah, I mean like LA, Miami.
That's we're not that bad.
Yeah, no.
We just don't got labels out here.
Yeah, they're all pumped off.
We got really nobody to hear.
Man, we don't need no labels.
Well, I mean, it's like nobody's popping. Like, if one of us makes it, we would like go crazy. Like, I mean, the whole city could go off of one guy going up.
Yeah, exactly.
You talking about at labels?
No, not even just labels. Like if one guy goes big in the city, it's just like puts a light to the city. Like
Domino effect.
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
Man, it's just, you know what, bro? To be honest, can we get a redo on that question?
Yeah, please.
Let's just make good fucking music.
Facts.
Let's just make good music.
Yeah.
It don't even matter about who pop. It's just make good music.
Yeah.
I think that's when we get to that as artists out here, I think it'd be dope. I don't have to be on that song. This song is for you, you, and you. I just want to be in on it. I want to help here. Hey, bro, you can say it like this, bro. Hey, bro, I think you might have oh, you don't like that line? Cool, fuck it. Like, that's what,
just collaborating, period.
it's a culture. You know what I'm saying? What people have in the LAs, the New Yorks, and all that stuff is the culture. That's why labels went there. It's money there, cool. Labels will come here too, but we don't need all that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
It's really us against the world. I feel like it's just really, we just need to make great music and keep making great music. We're on the right path.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take my comments as thinking that we're not on the right path. We are. But let's keep going.
And at the end of the day, it's all for the love.
Yeah. That's the biggest shit, bro.
Definitely. So why Denver? You know, I mean, you played in multiple cities.
Denver's where I lost myself and found myself.
Yeah.
Not to be too deep and heavy on y'all, but you feel me?
Yeah.
Like a lot of shit happened for me. I had to grow up here. This is where I had to fight back from injury.
Mhm.
Even, you know, going back to football, relationships happened here. So this became my home. It wasn't what everybody else knew. And for me, everybody that knows me, I'm really like a rebel for real.
Yeah.
So anything my family had and people knew of me, I just wanted to get away from. And this is where I could be me.
Yeah. What about you, KoCity? Why Denver?
Man, my parents picked this shit.
I was happy.
I was like, alright.
And the ganja.
She just said,
And the ganja.
Yeah. But
It is medication, not a drug.
hey, MileHighMinute does not promote any drug use.
Yo, but KoCity definitely does, man. Write that shit up whenever you're near me.
And NaPalm may or may not allegedly.
I'm definitely doing that shit.
okay, so for both of you guys, what's one piece of advice you can give creatives, musicians, entrepreneurs, anyone in the city of Denver, just to keep pushing? You know, what's one piece of advice you could give them?
Go with your gut.
Okay.
I like that one. Just keep putting stuff out. Just keep putting music out.
You know, I like those.
Don't give up.
Those are neat.
Go with your gut, man.
Shout out NaPalm shooter Jacob Fillmore.
Yeah, oh man, can we do that real quick?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out my little bro, Jacob Fillmore, aka, I'm not gonna call him a goat because that's against the Bible rules, but anyway, that's another conversation. No, but shout out to Jacob Fillmore, one of the dopest motherfucking film directors out there. I'm not gonna limit him to just being a videographer or cinematographer. He's a fucking film director. And shout out to Anthony Harper, my creative director. Definitely the reason behind Rhythm and Basquiat, dropping the 15th, boom.
Yeah. You guys got any like shows, work coming out?
Yep. You want to go? Or?
You go, man.
Okay, bet. I'll go again. Rhythm and Basquiat is coming out. It's it's an audio graffiti piece. So I'm painting over other people's paintings. I can't wait. AKA doing some covers and jacking some shit. Rhythm and Basquiat this month. I have a short called Me First coming out on Valentine's Day. It's gonna be dope. I got to act for the first time. And then 3, I got a show on the 15th that is damn near almost sold out with PS Micros. Boom, 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 boom. Shanae, a lot of people, and it's gonna be at the Marquee Theater. And KoCity, you pulling up?
I'm gonna be there.
My dog coming in the building too. It's going down.
Facts.
It's going down.
Facts.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I got a lot of shit, so I'll talk all day.
Hell yeah. I mean, like I said, push it out, right?
Yeah.
And what you got coming?
Right now, I'm on some rush shit. I'm trying to put out a video a week. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, KoCityRimeS. We just hit 18,000. Join the wave, and we're gonna put out a video a week. Let's see what happens.
You do number 13. Can I get in on that? Because that's just my number.
Number 13. Yeah.
Can I get in on that?
Alright.
My favorite number.
Let's go. You heard it here
Yeah,
first.
see, now look, if they show this motherfucking rock, paper, scissors shit for real, and he don't put me on this record, I'm putting this shit out.
They're gonna slow-mo and see me just like watching your hands like.
I got it, and I'm gonna study that shit like paper. I'm coming back.
Hey, Tom.
Next year I'm gonna not lose the Super Bowl.
You guys got any final thoughts, shout out?
Man, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
What y'all got coming up?
Shit. Videos dropping every single week,
Yeah.
every Sunday, MileHighMinute interviews. Shout out CityRootsTV for bringing us.
I was about to say that.
Sure.
Shout out to City. Shout out to everybody that came out tonight.
Yeah.
I can't see everybody.
Y'all beautiful.
Shout out to Denver culture and music as well, man.
And
Just
your
shout out to
name again,
everybody.
brother? Alan. Shout out to Alan for this beautiful studio.
Big Big
Not a goat. Not a goat. A lion. That's another conversation. That's another
He
conversation.
used to milk goats on the farm and then became the goat. That's good.
We do got a big announcement. We got a website coming soon.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
website
So,
dropping real soon.
We're gonna have gear on there. We're gonna have bookings. We're gonna have all types of shit. We're
Are y'all gonna have music?
We'll have our videos.
We might MileHighMinute drop the EP out.
Yeah, hey, low key. MileHighMinute EP coming
But
soon.
we're gonna have gear, bookings, all that. We're gonna do collabs with artists, different, clothing brands, all that type of shit. So
Yeah.
that's coming soon. Look out for that.
Oh, this is a segue into. I do got some Rhythm and Basquiat merch coming out too. It's
Okay.
gonna be lit. It's dope. It's done by my guys at Favor or
Yeah.
whatever. Shout out to Dale because he hooked it up and it's lit.
And
It's very artistic. So that's another thing. Let's tap into artists out here more. Let's get really into the art and just stop rapping about these drugs and shit.
Thanks, son.
Boom.
Boom. Hey,
For real.
MileHighMinute, #1 podcast in the universe. See y'all next time.
what?
Check out KoCityRimeS and NaPalm. All links will be in the description. We out. Let's go.
To rap. Dripping styrofoam, swish it split, drop it with a zip, then I'm flying.